Hello, and welcome to Tarrant County College. My name is Cherie Lopez, and I'm your instructor for this course, which is BMGT 1341 Business Ethics. And you should see your course section number either here or here, depending on whether you're a summer class or you're going to be in one of my fall sections. The purpose of today's video is trifold. One, I wanted to give you a quick opportunity to put a face with the name and to see who is this mysterious lady that's been sending me these messages and sending me stuff to work on this summer. Two, I want to make sure that you all could, um, access everything within Canvas and within McGraw-Hill Connect because we're using two different software programs, and we have to make sure that they sync together properly. It looks like it's working because 2/3 of the classes already turned in their work. So I just wanted to make sure for the last couple of people that they were able to log in okay. Nobody's like locked out of their passwords or locked out of their accounts, things like that. And then lastly, I just want to make sure that y'all have my contact information. I'll give you kind of like a quick little sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about over the next couple of weeks. Sound like a plan? All right, well, let's get into it. So, number one, like I said, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to put a face with the name. So, like I said before, my name is Cherie Lopez, and I am one of the instructors here at Tarrant County College. This is like my 16th year working here, something like that. Started working here in 2008. I've been an instructor, I have been an academic advisor or a career advisor, and I've worked for all three divisions previously, so I've actually gotten to experience all the different roles, I guess major roles within the college itself. And I've also gotten to work for three of our six campuses. So South Campus in Fort Worth, taught for Southeast Campus in Arlington, and currently with TCC Connect, which is the online campus. I've also worked for Fortune 50 company, insurance company. Not going to say the name on the video, but you'll find out which one it is. So I have worked for them as well. And then right now, most recently, I have changed roles. I went back into education full time. So I actually work for full time for one of the neighbors down the road. Let's just say back up and down Interstate 20. You're going to see me either way, whether it's with Tarrant or whether it's our neighbor to the east in Dallas, their district. I'm one of their success coaches as well for continuing education. Um, so yeah, I really do love what I do, and I'm really excited to help you guys, get to that finish line and achieve whatever your definition of success is. So whether that is performing well in the classes, which most of my summer school classes, my summer school students, like y'all come with it. I don't worry about the summer school people because y'all come in, you handle your business, and you roll on to your next thing. Um, or if it's to transfer to a university. I know we have a lot of people visiting from area universities over the summer, so welcome. We're glad to have you, join us for the summer. And we've also had several students that have high school diplomas or degrees from outside the United States. So welcome to you too, as you continue your educational journeys. What's unique about, I would say, like the business classes that we have here is a lot of the students are already kind of working in that business realm, or they have launched their own business, or they are actively working toward launching their own business as well. So I want to make sure that you guys have that opportunity to, put your business out there a little bit so that way we can get out there and we can support you. I've got a couple of resources that may be of help to you guys. So like the Small Business Development Center that is affiliated with Tarrant County College, that's one of the resources I'm going to post. Um, Typically during tax season, I post some stuff from VITA, like the tax resources. They're affiliated with like the United Way and Catholic Charities, so that's a really good partner to work with because you get your taxes done for free, and you can volunteer to train to learn how to do various roles too. So we're gonna add some meat and potatoes to your resume as well while you're here. and just a couple, it's one of those things like you may come in for class, but I want to make sure that we get to treat the whole student. Um, Things that you need for class, which I think most of y'all kind of have a good idea of what you need for class already. Something to do your work on. Ideally, like a desktop or a laptop. Chromebooks work kind of funny with Canvas, so I don't recommend them. Same thing with like mobile devices like your smartphone or your tablet. It is better than Blackboard, but it's not perfect. I've noticed each semester Canvas, McGraw-Hill, Cengage, and these other like learning management systems, the way that they're integrating the systems is getting better each year, but it's still not at 100%. So there may be a couple of things that may not be compatible. If you can't open something, let me know. So then that way I can try to convert the files for you and make sure that we get that to you, okay? Another option that you have is we do have devices that you can check out from Tarrant County College. So any of our libraries, you're able to go over there and go check out a device for a couple of weeks to work on. All right, so just because you are an online student does not mean that you are not part of the family. So if you need to use our tutoring centers, if you need to go use our libraries and learning commons, if you need to go get a student ID card so you can get those like awesome student discounts, you go do that. Okay, and you can tell them I sent you. They'll know it's me. They'll be like, oh God, it was Shuri, huh? But in a good way. Okay, so we talked about that. A couple of things that we'll be doing in class, but for the summer, it's going to move pretty fast. So that's why we're not doing all 10 chapters in the textbook, because that is just a lot of content. So there's going to be some stuff that's directly programmed in Canvas, primarily your discussion questions, and there's a separate discussion tab in there. And then there's going to be some stuff in McGraw-Hill Connect, which is the learning management software. It should have been integrated directly into your class. So I posted an announcement with instructions on how to access that, and it should link you straight over there, and you can set up a username and password. If you've used McGraw-Hill products before, so maybe like in a math class, if you've used Alex, you shouldn't have to create a separate username and password. I believe that they're connected, and I noticed even from when I was in graduate school, my Connect account from grad school versus my Connect account that I have now, they like merged together. So I'm still able to access stuff both as, from when I'm like my student account as well as my like instructor or administrator account too. Okay. So yeah, just basically something to work on, something to save your work on as well, because there's going to be some stuff that you need to download and send to me. Not too much. Most of it's kind of built in to try to make it a little bit easier. The number one thing I was trying to drive home with y'all is do not, do not, do not pay for McGraw-Hill Connect a second time. It was integrated in it was wrapped into the cost of your tuition up front. So if you're logging in and it's prompting you to pay again, it should not be doing that. I need to know that so I can notify them. They are not getting paid twice. They got their money already, okay? So we need to get that fixed. So far, I have not heard anything about that, but I did want to make sure that I drive that point home, all the way home. Do not pay twice for this. It should not be displaying a paywall and prompting you to pay again. Okay. Some of the things that we're going to talk about, it's going to range from some of the different ethical terms. It's going to go into some of the philosophical, I guess, the philosophical definitions and theories behind ethics. And then what it's going to do is it's going to, apply it to sustainability. It's going to apply it to marketing. It's going to apply it to accounting and finance. And then what's going to happen at the very end of the class, after we have basically gone through, yes, that is legal, but is it right? Are you doing right by the customer? Are you doing right by your stakeholders? Or is it, mm, y'all know y'all wrong for that? Are we dealing with that type of situation? Um, what's going to happen at the end is you guys are going to have a opportunity to do either a case study on a specific company or a project, like in the form of a PowerPoint. You can record it as a presentation or like an audio recording, a combination of those. Um, I'm pretty flexible or easygoing with that. I say present the way that you feel most comfortable. We're doing that in lieu of a final exam. You're just going to do a final project at the end that deals with an ethical dilemma. So you get to choose from various topics such as quiet quitting, quiet vacationing, hostile work environment, um, employee poaching, so companies taking employees from other companies, um, like I would say toxic work environment. Um, there's been a lot of stuff that has to do with the businesses and their environmental impact, um, like employee working conditions, child labor. Um, are people being compensated fairly for the services rendered? Are they being compensated at all? You know, because we have instances where people may not have gotten paid at all. Things like that. So I'll give you guys some examples, so don't worry about that. And you're not confined to that particular list. But that's just to give you an idea that you'll have some creative freedom with that. And I do have example projects that people have completed in the past as well that you'll be able to kind of glance over, get those creative juices flowing, and really pull out something great. And it's something I want you to really enjoy doing. I don't want y'all to get to the last week and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm drowning in um, final exams and all this stuff, and then I got to get ready for the fall to start. You'll get it well in advance so that way you have time to work on it, and then really um, have time to marinate on those ideas and structure it the way that you want to. I am not giving you something to throw together in 2 days. Like, you'll have at least a week to put it together, if not more time, just to make sure that that final product looks the way we want it to look. And yes, I do offer extra credit if you do go by our tutoring centers and have them proofread it. We also have some awesome workshops offered specifically by, okay, so all the campuses do them. Southeast Campus in Arlington, I believe, is the only one that offers sessions most days of the week. They offer them in the evenings as well. So for those of y'all that are working during the day, you're not going to have to say, have to sit out on this. Or if you live out of the area, because we do have people that don't live in Dallas Fort Worth, we have people that live out of state. You'll be able to participate in those different types of things. And then once the school year starts, they offer workshops to help you get back into, writing, presenting, all that type of stuff that are offered morning, afternoons, evenings, and on the weekends. And most of them are like 30-minute little snippets. Some of them are an hour, as well as you can work one-on-one with a tutor and have somebody proofread your work, okay? So um, for summer, we're going to move fast, but we're not moving at breakneck speed. I'd rather, kind of gauge things as we go throughout the month to make sure that you guys are absorbing the material. I'll be checking the reports to see how y'all do. Alrighty. Lastly, contact information. So my contact information is going to be displayed probably somewhere over here or up here. I'm trying to leave some space. So y'all have my email address, Cherie.Lopez at tccd.edu. Remember the D, because if you don't put the D, it's going somewhere else. You can message me on Microsoft Teams. I'll be available during our regularly scheduled office hour sessions on Fridays. We're going to try Fridays and see if that works after I get off of work. So as long as I'm working from home on Fridays, that will work. If they start calling me in, I'm going to have to shift the day over, okay? Or shift the time back later in the day. But yeah, feel free to reach out, email me. If I do not reply right away, that is probably because I am still at work at my full-time job. 9 times out of 10, I have seen your message, but I can't necessarily respond while I'm on the clock somewhere else. I will respond to you either during my lunch break or when I get home in the evening times, and that's normally after 7. Wednesdays is going to be later because I work 10 to 7, so Wednesdays is going to be a lot later than that, probably closer to 8. But I will check your messages, okay? Other than that, please feel free to reach out if y'all need anything. Don't be shy. And thank you all for choosing me. Let's have a great semester. Check out the next video, and I'm going to give you guys a tour of where everything is. All right? And remember, you've got this.